Welcome to Module 1, Lesson 4 of our online course, Dementia and Alzheimer's Disease, A Family Guide to Understanding and Advocacy. Structured across 8 modules, Introduction to Dementia and Alzheimer's, Recognizing Early Signs of Cognitive Decline, the Diagnostic Process, Understanding Disease Progression, Treatment and Management Options, Caregiving Fundamentals, Advocating for Your Loved One, and Living Well with Dementia, Lesson 4 of Module 1 is Myths versus Facts. Here, we'll tackle common misconceptions about Alzheimer's and dementia, separating truth from fiction to build a clearer understanding. Over the past 3 lessons, we've explored what dementia is, delved into an overview of Alzheimer's disease, and examined its prevalence and global impact. Today, we'll address myths that often cloud public perception, empowering you with accurate knowledge to better understand this condition. By the end of this lesson, you'll be equipped to dispel information and approach Alzheimer's with confidence. In this lesson, our goal is to clear up common misunderstandings that often surround Alzheimer's and dementia, and these myths can create confusion, stigma, or even fear, which can hinder our ability to support those who are affected. By learning the facts, you'll be better equipped to approach Alzheimer's with clarity and empathy. We'll explore several myths, such as whether Alzheimer's is just a normal part of aging, or if it only affects the elderly. This lesson will also set the stage for Module 2, where we'll dive into recognizing early signs of cognitive decline, starting with Lesson 1 on common early symptoms. So let's get started by understanding why addressing these myths matter. Myths about Alzheimer's and dementia aren't just harmless misconceptions. They can have real consequences. For example, believing that Alzheimer's is just normal forgetfulness can lead people to dismiss early symptoms, delaying diagnosis and critical early intervention. Myths can also foster stigma, making individuals or families hesitant to seek help due to shame or fear. Accurate knowledge, on the other hand, empowers us to support those affected with compassion and understanding. Imagine a family member who thinks memory loss is just old age and misses the chance to get timely medical advice. By debunking myths, we can change those outcomes. This slide highlights why addressing misinformation is so important. It's about improving lives through awareness. So let's move on to our first myth and see how it holds up against the facts. One of the most common myths is that Alzheimer's is just a normal part of aging. Many people assume that forgetting names or misplacing keys is automatically Alzheimer's, but that's not true. The fact is, Alzheimer's is a distinct disease caused by abnormal brain changes like the buildup of amyloid plaques and tau tangles, which we discussed in Lesson 2. Normal aging might mean taking a bit longer to recall a word or name, but Alzheimer's involves progressive, severe declines in memory, thinking, and behavior that interfere with daily life. For example, someone with normal aging might forget where they park their car occasionally, but someone with Alzheimer's might forget how to drive altogether. Believing this myth can delay diagnosis, as people might shrug off symptoms as, quote, just getting old, unquote. By understanding Alzheimer's as a disease, we can encourage timely medical evaluations, which can make a big difference. Another common myth is that Alzheimer's only strikes older adults, typically those over 65. While it's true that age is a major risk factor, the fact is that Alzheimer's can affect people much younger through what's called early onset Alzheimer's. This form of the disease can appear in people as young as their 30s, 40s, or 50s, impacting about 5 to 6% of all Alzheimer's cases. Imagine a 45-year-old professional struggling with memory issues at work. Without awareness of early onset Alzheimer's, they might not seek help, thinking they're too young for the disease. Early onset cases often have a genetic component, as we covered in Lesson 2, and can be particularly challenging for families. Recognizing that Alzheimer's isn't just an older person's disease ensures younger individuals get the support and diagnosis they need, which can improve their quality of life. Many people think Alzheimer's is only about memory loss, but this myth oversimplifies the disease. In reality, Alzheimer's affects a wide range of cognitive functions beyond just forgetting things. As we learned in Lesson 2, Alzheimer's damages multiple brain regions, leading to symptoms like difficulty with problem solving, language challenges, poor judgment, or even changes in mood and behavior. For example, someone with Alzheimer's might struggle to follow a recipe, get lost in familiar places, or become unusually irritable. These symptoms can appear early, sometimes before a significant memory loss, which we'll explore further in Module 2's Lesson 1 on common early symptoms. By understanding the full scope of Alzheimer's effects, we can better recognize its signs and avoid dismissing non-memory symptoms as unrelated issues. This broader awareness is critical for early detection and support. A discouraging myth is that there's nothing you can do about Alzheimer's, that it's untreatable and unstoppable. The fact is, while there is no cure yet, there are ways to manage symptoms and improve quality of life. Medications can help with memory and thinking in some cases, as we discussed in Lesson 2. Cognitive therapies, social engagement, and lifestyle changes like regular exercise, a healthy diet, and mental stimulation can also slow symptom progression and enhance well-being. For instance, studies show that physical activity can improve mood and cognition in people with Alzheimer's. Believing this myth can lead to hopelessness, causing families to miss out on available support. By knowing that options exist, we can take proactive steps to help those affected live better, longer. This knowledge empowers caregivers and individuals to seek resources and plan effectively. So let's wrap up Lesson 4 with our key takeaways. First, Alzheimer's is a distinct disease, not a normal part of aging, and it can strike younger adults through early onset cases. Second, it affects more than just memory, impacting judgment, language, and behavior. Finally, while there's no cure, treatments and lifestyle changes can make a meaningful difference. In Module 1, we've built a strong foundation by exploring what dementia is, diving into Alzheimer's specifics, understanding its global impact, and now debunking myths. This knowledge prepares us for Module 2, where we'll focus on recognizing early signs of cognitive decline. In Lesson 1 of Module 2, we'll explore common early symptoms, helping you identify when to seek help. Thank you for joining me today. Let's continue this journey to better understand and support those affected by Alzheimer's.